Did you know that over 530 million adults worldwide are living with diabetes? And that number keeps climbing every year? What's even more concerning is that many people don't realize their blood sugar is creeping up until serious complications like nerve damage, heart disease, or kidney issues start showing up. Blood sugar problems can quietly wreak havoc for years without clear symptoms. That's why taking small, natural steps early, like what you drink before bed, can make a huge difference in managing blood sugar levels and preventing those long-term health risks. Tonight, I want to share with you 5 drinks you can have before bedtime that science shows may help lower your blood sugar. These aren't just random remedies. They contain powerful compounds that work in your body to improve how glucose is handled, reduce insulin resistance, and even protect your organs. Whether you're dealing with prediabetes, type 2 diabetes, or just want to keep your blood sugar stable, these drinks can be a simple, natural part of your routine. And of course, they're best used alongside a healthy diet and lifestyle. Let's start with cinnamon water. Before exploring the benefits of cinnamon to lower blood pressure, let's check some historical facts about it. Cinnamon was once so valuable that it was considered a luxury fit for royalty in ancient Egypt and Rome. It was treasured not just as a spice, but as a medicine believed to promote vitality and longevity. Now let's explore cinnamon in detail, that warm, fragrant spice you probably already have sitting in your kitchen. But did you know cinnamon is more than just a tasty addition to your coffee or oatmeal? It actually contains some powerful compounds that can help your body manage blood sugar better, which is huge if you're concerned about diabetes or prediabetes. So, what's going on inside cinnamon that makes it so special? The star player here is a compound called cinnamaldehyde. This is the molecule responsible for cinnamon's distinct smell and flavor, but it's also packed with bioactive properties. Research shows that cinnamaldehyde and other polyphenol in cinnamon help improve how your body responds to insulin, that crucial hormone that moves sugar from your bloodstream into your cells where it can be used for energy. Here's how it works. Insulin binds to receptors on the surface of your cells, kind of like a key fitting into a lock, signaling the cell to open up and let glucose inside. In people with insulin resistance, which is a hallmark of type 2 diabetes, this signaling is weaker, so sugar tends to hang out in the blood longer, causing high blood sugar levels. Cinnamon helps by activating those insulin receptors more effectively and improving the signaling pathway. This means glucose can enter muscle and fat cells more easily, reducing the amount floating in your bloodstream. One particularly interesting study conducted by researchers looked at the effects of cinnamon supplementation on blood sugar in people with type 2 diabetes. Published findings revealed that participants who took cinnamon saw a reduction in their fasting blood sugar by anywhere from 10% to 29% after several weeks of daily use. Another study, often cited, showed cinnamon improved insulin sensitivity, meaning their bodies could use insulin better, which is exactly what we want. You might wonder how much cinnamon you'd need to experience these benefits. Most research suggests that consuming about 1 to 6 grams of cinnamon daily, roughly half a teaspoon to a teaspoon, can be effective. A simple and cozy way to do this is to steep a teaspoon of cinnamon powder in hot water, let it cool, and sip it before bed. It's a comforting ritual and a tasty way to help your body work better overnight. Adding a splash of lemon or a bit of honey can make it more enjoyable, too. But before you start downing cinnamon like it's a cure-all, a quick word of caution. Cinnamon contains a natural compound called coumarin, which can affect your liver if taken in very high amounts regularly. This is especially true for cassia cinnamon, the most common type found in grocery stores. If you have liver problems or take blood-thinning medication, it's a good idea to chat with your doctor before making cinnamon a nightly habit. The beauty of cinnamon is that it's a simple, natural way to support blood sugar management without complicated supplements or medications. Just remember, it works best as part of a healthy lifestyle. Balanced meals, regular movement, and good sleep all play big roles too. So next time you're making tea or a smoothie, why not toss in a bit of cinnamon? It's an easy step with real science behind it, helping your body use insulin better and keep your blood sugar in check. And who doesn't love a little extra warmth and flavor to wind down the day? Next up is apple cider vinegar mixed with warm water. This humble kitchen staple is surprisingly powerful when it comes to managing blood sugar. You might have seen apple cider vinegar, ACV, sitting on the shelf, but beyond its role in salad dressings or pickling, it contains a key active ingredient called acetic acid that really packs a punch. Do you know that apple cider vinegar's history dates back thousands of years to civilizations like the Babylonians, who used it as a natural preservative and remedy for digestive issues, earning it the nickname, the elixir of life, for its wide-ranging health benefits? So, how exactly does acetic acid work to help control blood sugar? It has a couple of clever tricks. First, it slows down the digestion of carbohydrates. Normally, when you eat carb-rich foods like bread, pasta, or rice, your body breaks those carbs into glucose, which quickly floods into your bloodstream. This rapid spike can be problematic, especially for people with insulin resistance or diabetes. Acetic acid essentially slows this process down, meaning glucose enters your blood more gradually. This helps avoid those sudden sugar surges that can overwhelm your body's insulin response. But there's more. Acetic acid also helps muscles soak up glucose better. When your muscles take in glucose, they store it as glycogen, a sort of energy reserve. Acetic acid activates enzymes that promote this glycogen synthesis, helping your body store energy efficiently instead of letting excess sugar circulate in your blood. This dual action makes apple cider vinegar a natural partner in blood sugar management. Scientific research backs this up. One interesting study found that consuming 1 to 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar before bed lowered fasting blood sugar levels by 6 to 20% in participants. That's a pretty significant drop just from a simple addition to your nightly routine. Another study observed improvements in insulin sensitivity with regular vinegar intake, which means the body's response to insulin gets better, allowing glucose to be cleared from the blood more effectively. If you want to try it yourself, here's a straightforward way. Mix 1 tablespoon of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar into a glass of warm water and drink it before you go to sleep. Warm water helps mellow the sharp taste of vinegar, and if it's still a bit too much, adding a little honey or cinnamon can make it easier on your palate. Cinnamon also brings its blood sugar benefits, so it's a win-win combo. However, a quick heads up for those with sensitive stomachs. Apple cider vinegar is acidic, and this acidity might irritate your digestive tract if you suffer from acid reflux, ulcers, or gastritis. If you notice any discomfort, it's best to skip it or discuss alternatives with your healthcare provider. Also, because of its acidity, it's a good idea to drink it diluted, never straight, to protect your tooth enamel. The best part is that apple cider vinegar fits easily into your lifestyle without any complicated steps. It's a natural, affordable option that complements other healthy habits like balanced meals and regular exercise. Just remember, it's not a magic bullet, but part of a bigger picture for keeping blood sugar steady. So next time you're winding down for the night, a small glass of warm water with a splash of apple cider vinegar could be your secret weapon for better blood sugar control, and that's something your body will thank you for. Then we have fenugreek seed water, a traditional remedy with a solid scientific basis. What makes fenugreek so effective? It's packed with soluble fiber and a unique amino acid called 4-hydroxysilicene, both of which play key roles in managing blood glucose. First off, the soluble fiber in fenugreek works by slowing down how quickly carbohydrates are absorbed in your gut. Imagine eating a meal full of carbs. Normally, your body would break those down quickly into glucose, causing a spike in blood sugar. The fiber acts like a gentle traffic cop, slowing the movement of sugar into your bloodstream. This helps avoid those rapid sugar surges that can be harmful over time, especially for people with insulin resistance or diabetes. Now, for hydroxysilicene is the real secret weapon here. This compound directly stimulates your pancreas to release insulin, but only when your blood sugar is elevated. This means it's helping your body respond more naturally and efficiently to rising glucose levels, which is critical for maintaining balance. In other words, it supports your body's ability to keep blood sugar in check without overworking your system. Scientific studies back this up nicely. In research involving people with type 2 diabetes, daily consumption of fenugreek seeds led to significant reductions in fasting blood sugar and impressive improvements in HbA1c, which is a marker that reflects your average blood sugar control over several months. These results suggest that fenugreek doesn't just help in the short term, but contributes to long-lasting blood sugar stability. If you're wondering how to include fenugreek in your routine, a simple and effective way is to soak about a tablespoon of fenugreek seeds in water overnight. The next evening, strain the water and drink it before bed. This soaking process helps extract those valuable compounds gently, making it easier on your stomach while ensuring you get the benefits. Some people prefer chewing the soaked seeds themselves, but the water method is a great start if you want something quick and mild. A quick note: fenugreek has hormone-like properties, so if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, it's best to check with your healthcare provider before adding it to your routine. This is just to make sure it's safe for your specific situation. Overall, fenugreek is a fantastic natural tool to help regulate blood sugar by improving insulin secretion and slowing sugar absorption. When combined with a balanced diet and regular exercise, it can be a gentle but powerful part of your nighttime routine to keep your glucose levels steady. So, why not give it a try for a week or two and see how your body responds? You might find that this humble seed becomes a new favorite for managing your blood sugar naturally. Moving on to bitter melon juice, which might sound intimidating but packs a punch. Let's explore the fascinating world of bitter melon, a uniquely bitter vegetable that's actually packed with compounds that act like natural insulin helpers. It might not be everyone's favorite for its taste, but bitter melon contains two standout bioactive compounds called charantin and polypeptide P, which have powerful effects on blood sugar regulation. Bitter melon has been a staple in Asian and African folk medicine for centuries, revered for its bitter taste that symbolized purification and its use as a natural way to combat diabetes and digestive problems. Here's how these compounds work. Charantin and polypeptide P basically mimic insulin, the hormone that's key to getting glucose out of your bloodstream and into your cells where it can be used for energy. Polypeptide P is sometimes even called plant insulin because it can bind to insulin receptors and help cells take up glucose directly. At the same time, these compounds also reduce the liver's production of glucose, which is important because the liver can sometimes release too much sugar into the blood, especially in diabetes. Together, they not only boost insulin sensitivity, making your body respond better to the insulin you produce, but also help prevent the liver from flooding your blood with excess glucose. Scientific studies have shown that people with diabetes who regularly consume bitter melon extract experience notable drops in both fasting blood sugar and blood sugar after meals. One study, for example, found that bitter melon lowered blood glucose levels comparably to some oral diabetes medications, which is pretty impressive for a natural food. If you want to try it at home, drinking about 100 milliliters of bitter melon juice before bed can be an effective way to support your blood sugar overnight. Since the juice is quite bitter, many people dilute it with water or add lemon juice to brighten the flavor and make it more palatable. Another tip is to start with a small amount to see how your body reacts and gradually increase if you tolerate it well. However, bitter melon is not for everyone. Pregnant women should avoid it because it can stimulate uterine contractions, which might risk premature labor. Also, if you're already taking diabetes medications, it's essential to talk to your healthcare provider before adding bitter melon to your regimen. Since it can amplify the effects of these medications, there's a risk of blood sugar dropping too low, which can be dangerous. What's really fascinating about bitter melon is that it's a whole food, natural approach that acts on multiple fronts to help balance blood sugar, mimicking insulin, calming liver glucose output, and improving the body's insulin response. It's a powerful example of how nature's foods can complement medical treatments and lifestyle changes in managing blood sugar. So, if you're curious and willing to try something different, bitter melon juice before bed might be a great addition to your routine, especially if you want to harness its unique blood sugar lowering effects. Just remember to use it thoughtfully, listen to your body, and check with your doctor, especially if you're on medication or pregnant. This way, you're keeping things safe while exploring a natural way to support your health. Finally, let's talk about chamomile tea, a gentle, soothing option with some surprising benefits for blood sugar. Let's talk about chamomile, a gentle and soothing herb that's more than just a bedtime relaxer. It also has some neat benefits for blood sugar control. Chamomile is packed with antioxidants like flavonoids and a compound called apigenin. These aren't just fancy words. They have real effects inside your body, especially when it comes to calming inflammation and helping your cells respond better to insulin. Why does this matter? Chronic inflammation is actually one of the sneaky culprits behind insulin resistance, which makes it harder for your body to manage blood sugar properly. When inflammation runs high, your cells don't listen to insulin as well, causing glucose to stay in the blood longer than it should. Chamomile's antioxidants help quiet this inflammation, easing the burden on your body's insulin system and making it easier for glucose to be absorbed by your cells. There's good scientific evidence supporting chamomile's role here. Studies following people who drink chamomile tea regularly have found modest but steady reductions in blood sugar levels, along with improvements in HbA1c, which tells us how well blood sugar is controlled over time. It's not a dramatic overnight fix, but with consistent use, it can make a real difference. What's even better is chamomile's natural sleep-promoting effect. We know that poor sleep can mess with blood sugar regulation by affecting hormones like cortisol and insulin sensitivity. So, chamomile's calming, sleep-friendly properties indirectly help your body keep glucose levels more stable, especially when you drink it about 30 minutes before bed. To get these benefits, brewing a simple cup of chamomile tea before bedtime is easy and enjoyable. Just steep a chamomile tea bag or dried flowers in hot water for about 5 to 10 minutes and sip slowly as you wind down. It's a cozy ritual that not only helps relax your mind, but also quietly supports your glucose metabolism overnight. A quick note for safety. Chamomile is generally safe for most people, but if you have allergies to plants in the ragweed or daisy family, it's best to be cautious. Some people can have allergic reactions, so start with a small amount if you're unsure. Overall, chamomile offers a gentle, natural way to support blood sugar control by reducing inflammation, improving insulin sensitivity, and helping you get better sleep. All things that work together to keep your blood sugar in a healthier range. So, if you want a calming drink that's both soothing and supportive, chamomile tea before bed might be just what you need to help balance your blood sugar naturally. What's really interesting about all these drinks is that their effects often improve when combined with lifestyle factors like a balanced diet, regular physical activity, and adequate sleep. For instance, cinnamon and apple cider vinegar together might provide a stronger insulin-sensitizing effect than either alone. And adding a little lemon juice or honey can enhance absorption or make the drink more enjoyable. The goal is not to rely on these drinks as miracle cures, but to see them as valuable allies in managing blood sugar naturally. So, why not give one of these a try this week? Pick the one that sounds best to you. Make it a part of your nightly routine and see how your body responds. Share your experience with us in the comments. Did it help you sleep better? Did you notice any changes in your energy or blood sugar levels? Your feedback could inspire others to take small, natural steps toward better health. Remember, managing blood sugar isn't about quick fixes or drastic changes. It's about consistent, smart choices that add up over time. These 5 drinks before bed offer an easy, science-backed way to support your health and keep your blood sugar in check naturally. Give it a shot and see how a simple sip before sleep can make a big difference.